Alright, so I started watching Money in the Bank, and, alright, so first prediction was the Hype Bros, they kind of beat, what's her face, the Epico and Primo, whatever they're called, and, so, yeah, that was actually a pretty good match, and, Zack Ryder's back, baby, so heel turn, probably, so, yeah. Alright, so the rest of the show is going to go on. That was just a pre-show. And the main show is going to be on in about 10 minutes. So yeah. Carmella just won Money in the Bank! James Ellsworth won it for her. He climbed up to the top and he unhooked it. And then he dropped it right down to her. And I was like, what? The refs are talking. What are the refs going to do? It goes to Carmella. Don't you dare reverse that decision. It's in her hand. She won it. Oh god, they're alright, Carmella actually did win. They didn't reverse it. I was so right. Yes. Carmella missed Money in the Bank, even though James Ellsworth kind of won it for her. That doesn't matter. Carmella's the first ever women's Money in the Bank holder. Alright, so the New Day and the Usos put on an amazing match. But what I'm really mad about is that it ended in countout because New Day hit the midnight hour on them, and then they 1, 2, 3, but then the 1, 2, then the other Uso went in there, he slid him out of the ring, and then they walked over and they grabbed their titles, and then they just walked off. They just walked off. They got counted out, so they are still your tag team champions. So yeah, that made me really mad. That was an awesome match. I was screaming the entire match, and that was great. I legit almost had a heart attack because of how much I was screaming. That was an awesome match. Best tag team match maybe I've ever seen. Maybe. Well, probably not ever. Maybe so far this year. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, so Naomi kind of she put Lana in her little submission hold, then Lana tapped. That was actually a decent match. I kind of knew Lana wasn't going to win because it was her first singles match in WWE ever. And that is really loud, so I'm going to turn the TV down because that's pretty loud. But Maria's back! Maria, she just came out here with some guy named Mike. I don't know who that is, but she was now they're kissing and dancing, but yeah, Carmella came down with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and she was like, hey, look what I got. I can cash in at you at any second. And then Naomi locked in her little submission hold, and she tapped, and then Carmella was like, should I cash in? And then she was like, nah, I'm good. And then she just walked off with holding the briefcase, yes, I'm going to cash in on you, and it's going to be very soon. And then Naomi just left, and now Maria left, and yes, this is an awesome pay-per-view so far. I can't believe Carmella won the Money in the Bank. That's what? Alright, so in the WWE Championship match, it was not the main event, which I thought it was going to be, but I think that the Money in the Bank match is actually going to main event Money in the Bank. I think that's actually a first. But, Jinder Mahal is still WWE Champion. And they're having, Fabrice have some random match right now, but Jinder Mahal got the win. It was the exact same finish as in Backlash. Randy Orton was out there, he was pounding on his two guys that are out there, I don't know their name, but he was pounding on them, then he got in the ring, and then Jinder Mahal did his little thing where he grabbed him by, the arm and slammed him down, and then got the 1, 2, 3, Jinder Mahal, still your WWE Champion, and, Tyler Breeze and Fandango are gonna have a match right now against someone, I don't know who, but we'll find out soon. Alright, so, Breeze Dango, whatever their name is, they just pick up the win over the Ascension. They just came out, Fandango hit him with a roll-up, then got the 1, 2, 3, and then that was the end of that. And now I think that the men's Money in the Bank ladder match is the next match. So yeah, I'm watching the ad for Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. This looks like it's going to be a lit match, but it's not until July 9th. And yeah, so I'll be back to you whenever the next match airs. Alright, so I just watched the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, and the winner was Baron Corbin, so I was right in my prediction video. I didn't want him to win, though, but I was right in my prediction video. So what happened was AJ and Shinsuke had, the ladder all, lined up and stuff, but then Styles was on, the other side, and then they were like, let's sell this like men, so they just, threw the ladder aside. Then they started fighting, and then Styles did something. I don't remember what he did, but then like Styles was, or no, it was Shinsuke. Then he took a ladder. Then he did like what's it called? The King Salsa to Kevin Owens on the outside of the ring, and then he climbed up the ladder, and then Styles was up there, and they were fighting on the ladder for like 5 minutes, and the crowd was like, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, or whatever, Nakamura. And then Corbin out of nowhere just comes and he tips the ladder, and they both fall down, and then he sets the ladder right back up, and then he gets up, and it takes like 5 minutes, but he finally takes the briefcase off the hook. So that is what happened. Kind of a little bit salty, but not really that salty. Well, that's a lie. I kind of am pretty salty, but other than that, this pay-per-view was pretty great. Match of the night for me was the New Day and the Usos. That match was phenomenal, and I loved that Carmella won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Even if James Ellsworth had to do it for her, that still doesn't matter. I don't care. Carmella's still Miss Money in the Bank, and Baron Corbin's Mr. Money in the Bank. So, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Leave a like on this video if you did. Leave a comment on this video. Let me know what you thought of Money in the Bank 2017. I thought it was pretty good. Out of 10, I would probably give it maybe a 7, probably 7. So, it was a pretty solid pay-per-view. Go watch it if you haven't already. And, yeah, it's been your boy, Monky. Subscribe for more awesome daily videos just like this one. It's been your boy, Monky. And I'll see you later.